Welcome to the Ponderous Brick Thinker. This is another installment in Learning from the Pros. We are continuing with LEGO Set 41732, Downtown Flower and Design Stores. This comes from the LEGO Friends line. In the previous installment, we started the base for the traditional looking architecture flower shop, but I also mentioned something about the checkered tiles. I don't think I didn't make a big deal of it last episode, but I'm going to make a big deal of it now. In fact, just to show how they line up. Now, this doesn't seem so, big deal, but for this component here, we have the square, but then also an additional plate was added to give it enough width. If this plate was 2 studs less, it would have been the same colors, the gray and the sand blue, kind of, they're gonna meet, and then you destroy the checkered. And the same thing on the other side. If this was too short, then it would have been, okay, let's shift it, and then you have the dark and the dark on that side meeting up. And what is fascinating is that in order for it to line up again, it will have to be in 4 studs taken away so that this dark, or the sand blue, is checkered with the gray here. But by doing so, you also, slice off the building. You will have to narrow it a bit. You wouldn't be able to use these panes for the windows, which look great as the storefront. And all of this, especially the diagonal, would have been treated differently. It might have been just cut off right there and not as lower, or actually reduce the entire height. And so that is what's significant about having this line up, is that this works good, but then it also extends to how the checkered pans out. I think that's the big deal I'm going to make of it. So we're going to continue with the traditional architecture. And Fiona, let's see. Sometimes the components for the characters are here. Yeah, there's the head. Well, here's the hair and the torso. Okay. And then we have Fiona. But there's no stud on the sidewalk, so for now. Okay, now we're going to go to the horizontal studs to make that ornamental design on the front. And on this back. Just getting used to where all the pieces are in which bag. There we go. And this one's resting on a plate. Now that it shows, maybe from the inside, but it's to raise it just above that gray curved plate. Okay. Oh, then this side's more complicated. Let's see here. from all the bags. Okay. And another plate. I wonder if this is gonna, how I was doing with one of my sketches earlier. How many plates does it take to enable these kinds of bricks to line up again so they can hold a plate or any kind of brick? And then this one. There. Oh, and then okay. Because let's see if I can do real quick. Just stacking these does not correspond to these kind of situations. But having a plate, 2 plates, 1 brick, so that's 5 levels, 6, 7. So 7 in between, it lines up again. But these, let's see, it's 4 level, no, it's 5. There's a plate, then a brick, and another plate. So 5 between, and it lines up again. Actually, I wonder if these are kind of special. I wonder if they're continuous. Yep, they're continuous. So for these, the ones have the double stud, they can be stacked. But this one, they separate it out, which can make a pattern on the inside. Let's see how they treat it. Or they cover it up. Okay, so this side's complete. And then it's a door. Oh, okay. And that door has a cat door. I only see this one. Is it? But there's a, looks like a handle. I'm gonna put it there and see if there's another, or maybe it's just white. Oh, this one. There we go. Okay, and then it goes in there. Okay. And then a black round plate. There. Okay. Okay, somewhat of a complex assembly. Okay, we have this. Need one of these. I am curious if they could use the orange in the inside as a pattern. Oops. Because that'll be another indication as to how you can use them in the front to do basically the main focus, but then on the inside you're gonna get something extra. And if you didn't plan for it, it's gonna be a surprise. There. Oh. Alright, so we have this. I'm just counting. Yep, there's 7 in between the single and 5 between the double horizontal studs. All that to put it here. Oh, now we're going to go into the multicolor window assembly. And then transparent here, here. Oh, it's in the other bag. There we go, yeah. There's the pane for this one. This is a relatively small window panel. Oh wait, it goes... Yeah, the letter should go first. Or the indents of the letter. There we go. Oh, it's 3 wide. That's why. Others have been 4 wide. Or that I'm used to. And they're very specific about the color pattern. Curious that the vertical is not lined up with the magenta and the blue, but here they're symmetrical. And then it goes some more. we go. It's almost like a stained glass. And it goes here. And then a mini assembly. There. I just noticed that this is one plate lower than this, but this one lines up. So I'm wondering if it has to do with the shade component. If something has to be there. Nope. Oh, I guess it's to tie everything together because these are essentially stacked. The windows by itself and the walls by itself. But this will help tie everything together. Almost. I wonder why not a 1x4 so that it can get this part and just not use the single stud plate. Huh. Then just hints of the masonry. It also connects the panel to the front wall. Then we're going vertical. I have seen some examples of this where some brick is deliberately exposed and carefully not covered with the plaster or the siding, and just to reveal what this true structure is about. So I think that's a nice effect. Just having here and there. This might be the last of the transparent or the colored transparent pieces. We go here. And I suggest that the I forgot what these are called, but they go to the front and not recessed. So it gives the illusion that this has the color glass. Okay, so they're going to rely on this plate to finish up holding everything together. More plates. I guess you have to be with everything needing to be, looking nice. You have to kind of do mini steps, all these plates. Make sure this is held by something. But there is a floor above it, so I'm not sure why at this level they need to secure it. Just reinforce it. It's a dark blue. I wonder if it's going to come out the color. It's kind of very deep. Two black 1x4s. Like that. Yeah, this is supposed to be a light covering, mostly fabric over a frame in real life. But having it here, it does make it look heavy, especially with relying on them being bricks. I don't know if they have this kind of curve in plate form or some kind, so that it can truly be just that curve and not this huge weight above your head. Oh, how have I missed this? My favorite kind of piece. There we go. Also on this side, that's kind of surprising. It's a very stark color compared to the bright yellow. The brown kind of is okay, but then the dark brown is kind of really calling attention to itself. Oh, and then I need this. Okay. getting something here. That's kind of angle, but behind there. Hmm. I believe this is just in preparation for that sign component. There. Then we can put some of these details in place. So having the arch there is necessary, but I would have liked another place for these to attach to. Right now they're okay, it's just in other situations it might be a weak attachment, just it's just a single stud. Oh, okay, so we're getting to this 3 times, okay. I'm not even sure what color of orange, if this is just light orange. It's very light, but also it still has some saturation to it. Where's those? Oops. These I need. There, by having that on a plate, it pops out more from the surface of the wall and from the green that's already there. Oh. Oh, it's the other way. This way, yeah. There we go. And then oh yeah, because of the ways the shoes are designed, it's not possible to put a friend there. Okay, get this there. So they have them in order. The only thing is, okay, is it this one? That's the most saturated, and this is the in-between. Because there's also a lavender color there. That looks nice. Oh, it's 1 by 5. Still relatively new for me. And it's just handy when you have a central stud so that you can have it centered on something. And it goes well with the 3-wide window. So it can be nice and centered. I guess I'll put Fiona in the inside. It's kind of going to be in between the 4 studs there, that corner. Oh, dark green. I think I have them in the other shades of green now. I have some variety now. I like that one. Looks a little real. Is this it? No, that's this one. Oh, it's a minifig head, but it's transparent. But it's been turned into a vase. I wonder if it's a statement on the relations between mini dolls and minifigs. Now I wonder if this is the lavender or the pink. I'm thinking I'll go with lavender. I only have one pink, and these examples look like it's a same color. A lot of detail here. This. It's all leading up to a sticker for the cash register. It's okay. go. And oh, actual money on the counter. Okay, there. And it's Bag 10's turn. Wow. Let's see. Very nice looking building right there. I was kind of wondering about just seeing the picture, if this would just have been overly done that you don't really see the building and you just see the decorations, because you have this light orange and then the green. You barely see any hint of the yellow. But when you look at it from another angle, then this kind of pops out. Here's what grabs your attention. And then the yellows, even though it's bright, it kind of just goes to the background, which is basically what you want a commercial building to do. You want, here's the entrance, come on in. It's bright, attention getting. This is nice here. I like this more than I thought I would. Just, it's a simple thing. On the interior, let's see. The orange does show up, but it doesn't add too much to it. It's just there. But then you have a lot of, or several examples of mini plants. And that doesn't make too much sense. And the front is to hold this in place, but just having a gap there, I don't know. And also why a round brick there? You're not going to probably see it because the attention is going to be down here. But it's curious. We'll see how if it has any part, but I don't think so, because basically this bag has completed the first floor, and then the next bag will be the second floor, or ground floor, and so forth. But it's curious as to what they were intending to do with that. You only have 2 plates in between this gap, so I'm not sure if, you know, in real world how would that relate. But overall, it's a very nice looking building. So this has been the Ponderous Brick Thinker. Hope you learned or enjoyed it. But see you next time.